This is Kogan Cassius for IFL TV. If you can stop moving, that'd be wonderful. Proudly sponsored by Everlast. Delighted to be joined by Mr. Dave Allen. It's been a while since I've actually interviewed you in person. We've done a few Zoom things, but in person, it's been a while.
Yeah, I don't even know why I'm here, to be honest. We've gone for the day out in Leeds and we've ended up here. So, what an interesting day, Coogan.
So, yes, your successful return to the ring was last weekend. How did that feel? Just that, not the fight as such, but just the whole kind of, what's the word? What am I trying to say? You know what I'm trying to say.
I know what you're saying. It was good. It was nice to be back in the boxing ring. He's been over 18 months out, and the fella I boxed, I don't want to be disrespectful to him and say he wasn't very good, but at the level I've campaigned at, and obviously people might say I'm no good or whatever, but I campaigned at a decent level and I beat some decent fighters. He was pretty poor. I've not boxed for so long. My confidence were on the floor. When I retired, I had my confidence on the floor. I didn't want to fight again, so I wasn't nervous about fighting him. I wasn't sure whether I was going to beat him, to be honest. I thought, bloody hell, if he hits me, he might crumble to pieces. But I showed that I can still do it at a low level. Like, I can still do it, and I think I showed that I'm a few levels above that level. So yeah, it was good.
But just the routine, that's the word I was actually looking for. The routine of kind of getting yourself during fight week, not up for it because you kind of explained your situation of why you were making this return, but just the whole process and situation. How did you find everything? Was it like, you know, the old cliche of you never forget how to ride a bike?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck for it, to be honest. It was 4 rounds and I know I had to win. I had Stevie Levy chew me out for a week because she just had to lose 2 pounds or something on a bike at home with a sweatsuit on. So yeah, I had her and Levi can turn on the bill. So it was great because I had them taking my mind off it. And people saying to me, oh Dave, you've only beat him. Yeah, I know I have. That weren't the point of it. The point of it was getting back in there and doing my thing, and I was very nervous, to be honest. I was really, nervous not the right word, I was worried. I was worried because if nothing else, I was always known as an hard man, and I thought, this fat Italian fella hits me and I fall to pieces, it's going to be right embarrassing. So I was worrying, but look, I'm not standing this. I don't want to be. I love to be world champion, but I can't. I ain't got the capabilities. I ain't got the capabilities probably to be a European or a British champion, but I've got the capabilities of getting in the boxing ring and enjoying it and winning at a certain level. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to continue to do it as well. And if people don't like it, then I'm not really bothered because you're only pissing on my enjoyment and what I love to do. So I'm not bothered.
When the fight was over and you eventually went to bed, what was going through your head? Were you thinking, right, because I swear you announced your next fight date shortly after.
Yeah, obviously, because I managed Stevie Levi, Stevie and Levi, sorry, not Stevie Levy, obviously. If people call her Stevie Levi, she's not Stevie Levy. So I managed Stevie and Levi. And so look, as soon as I get out of the ring, I knew 2 weeks before my fight when they was boxing again. So for Levi, it's the 23rd of October, so am I, so we're both out on that date. Stevie's boxing November 5th, I can't announce that yet, but she's fighting November 5th in London. So yeah, she's fighting November 5th in London. Can't say it though. And she November 5th in London. She's fighting. Yes.
What are you doing right now?
I'll show there was a belt over there.
Are you looking at the belt?
WBC world title she's carrying. Nice belt.
It is a nice belt. It's a pretty belt. Yeah, I like that.
It's a big belt.
That is a big belt, actually. You're right. Like, literally is. That really should be for someone like you.
Hello. Got a bit shy then.
A bit. We're still talking about the belt. Yeah.
The belt, yeah. Good belt.
What was the support like? What was the reception like during the week and also afterwards? People supportive of your decision to come back?
Well, I was doing national press. I was doing the national newspapers. I was doing obviously IFL TV, the biggest online platform for boxing interviews. You can only watch the biggest interviews here on IFL TV. I was doing all the YouTube channels. I was doing national press. I was doing local press. I was doing Sky Sports News. I was doing God knows what I was doing. I was doing everything. It really surprised me because I thought no one's going to care. Sold think we sold a couple hundred tickets. Between me, Levi and Stevie, we sold, what did we sell? Maybe 350 tickets between the three of us, which is not bad. Stevie lives a long way away, so it's harder for her. That's why she's fighting November 5th in London, which I can't announce yet. Get your tickets off Stevie on Instagram.
You know, you said there, and you said this to me in our interview during the week, you said that you didn't really think anyone would care, but surely you would have been disappointed after kind of, not the service you've done to boxing, but the amount of years you have actually put yourself into boxing and the opponents that you fought, that people wouldn't just go, oh, it's Dave Allen, but, you know.
Yeah, I was genuinely surprised because obviously I'm not daft. You know, I know the opponent wasn't great, so I don't know really. I didn't think anyone would be that bothered, but of course I'm glad that they were because it makes the job a lot easier. But it made me very happy. The support, obviously, we've done that amount of tickets. I can't say exactly what it was, but it was around that figure. Obviously, people supporting the social. I look at social media numbers, and it was all right. It weren't massive or nothing. And obviously, Fight Zone's just starting out, so it's not as many people have seen it as normally. But I was over the moon with it, to be honest. I was over the moon with it.
So, what is this? The road to what for you? The road to Babic?
Road to nowhere. Don't know where we're going. Got no way of knowing. I don't know. Fighting 7 weeks. I fight again December 3rd. Can't announce that one either yet. But no, busy. You know, my plans are this: Stevie Levy wins the Commonwealth title, right? Levi Quintana wins the British title. I box 23 more men over the next 10 years. Beat them all. I don't know, me. I don't know. I'm just fucking blagging life as always, just getting through. Feel like I'm back in year 11, just hoping I get into sixth form again.
Do you know what I mean? How many of these type fights are you looking to have now? I know you said about 4 before that original first one, but
not as bad as the Italian fella. They only get better. They'll get better and better over time. Look, I'd love to box Alan Babic in 12 months. If I'm going to box Alan Babic, Fabio Wardley, any of them fellas, I'm going to beat him. You'll never see me in a ring again unless I'm 100% confident I'll beat him. So it might be never. It might be in 12 months. My next opponent is either a 7-1 fella from Bulgaria or a 6-2 fella from Bosnia. And they're not great, like, but they're better than the Italian fella. And I went my career. I used to go from Dave Howe to Tony Yoka. Do you know what I mean? And then I'd go from chuffing Jason Gavin to Dylan White. Do you know what I mean? So I realised you've got to bridge certain gaps, and I keep bridging these gaps until I get to one that I can't quite jump over. Can't get over that gap. And that'll probably be time to try and them up. But hopefully that's good 12-18 months away. And Stevie and Levi have won what they want to win. And the amateur kids have turned pro and they've got a little platform to box on. So I'm happy, cool. That's the main thing. I've had a good day today.
But 12 to 18 months in boxing is a long time. A lot of things can change, and you know, look at 18 months ago now. So to have that kind of plan over that period of time is very unpredictable.
People say about money and stuff. I live off about £12 a week, me. Do you know what I mean? I live off £12 a week. I'm not bothered. I don't do anything. I've gone out today.
How did you split that £12 up during the week?
Well, obviously I wake up on a Monday. I eat. All there is, I don't fucking. This is the first time I've been out apart from boxing events. First time in about 12 years I've been out. I've not been out since year 11 prom. I didn't even go to prom, weren't allowed. But I don't go anywhere. It's not for the money. I love doing it. I love doing it. I love it. I love ringing Stevie going, oh look, you're boxing November 5th, which I can't announce yet. But so I say you're boxing, and she's buzzing over the moon with it. And you know, the amateur kids. I got Joe fighting next Friday. I've got Joe Marcel on the 24th. I've got my little whiteboard at home. All the dates are on there. And I'm over the moon, and people might say, you're a simple bastard. And I probably am, but I'm happier than them that chase. Some people chase fucking cars and can't even drive. People chase a big house. I don't give a fuck. I don't even use my top floor. Don't care. I don't even have a bed. I'm not bothered. I live for the simple things, and simple things are like, I love boxing. I love it. That's it. I just do what I want to do. And hopefully, people, as I get older, people don't like me. They don't like me, but there's not really a reason not to. Really, so I'm a very simple man.
Would you say your return to the ring in the last week or so has made you happy or happier?
Yeah, because I fucking won. If I'd have lost, I'd be gutted.
No, I just meant your kind of whole mental state. Is it Does it make you a happier person that you're kind of an active? You can't really call you an active boxer as such again, but you know what I mean.
I'm older now. You know what I mean? Late teens, early 20s. I was always unhappy. I was chasing stuff. I always wanted something. I always wanted things I didn't have and I couldn't get. But as I get older, I think, what was I looking for that for? Everything I need is right here. Not here right now. But everything's here. What am I looking for? Do you know what I mean?
I don't know. What are you looking for?
Everything I want is right here. Everything's here. People. That's why people are unhappy. They're always looking for shit they can't have. Fancy car, a nice house. What do I want a fucking fancy car and a nice house for? Can't drive. So why do I want a fancy car? What do I want a big house for? I can't even fucking keep mine clean. I've only got fucking 2 bedrooms. Do you know what I mean? So I realise now the key to happiness, is aim low.
What, then anything else is a bonus?
Anything's a bonus, yeah. Like I was fucking dragged up. So when people say stuff to me, I just think I'm not bothered. I do things with good intentions, no matter what people say. I'm not bothered. I do everything with good intentions. I'm probably the only manager in the country that manages fighters for free, for 0 pence, 0%. Do you know what I mean? I'm leery today. I don't even drink, but I've been out all day with lads and I'm leery. So yeah, I'm happy Coogan. So I shouldn't even be here now defending myself over comments that have not even been made yet.
Yeah, I was going to say, who's actually made these comments to you?
I see them on the fucking internet. But mate, you know what? I'm in a joking mood today. I've been with Barker all day, and I'm fucking nightmare. But I'm at times there. But
Could you take half a step back? Half.
Yeah, mate. Just happy, aren't I?
Let me ask your opinion about the return of David Haye next week.
David Haye? Remember in the bubble, me, you and David Haye? Fucking Usyk and Chisora show. Fucking love David Haye. And he was my hero as a kid, and when I went that night with him in the bubble, honest to God, I couldn't love him any more than I already did, but I do. But this is a load of bollocks, isn't it? With Fournier, I'm not interested. It's a load of shite. That Fournier, I don't even know him, but he can't. I've seen him box. He can't. Poor effort that. Jamie, don't do it again. Don't do it again. Yeah, he can't. Can't box for toffee. So if it's an exhibition, then I'm not interested. If it's a real fight, then it shouldn't be allowed because it's not safe. But I love David Haye. Big up David. Remember my fucking life at the bubble. He was brilliant, wasn't he?
There's definitely some characters in that bubble. Really random people.
Great. Probably one of the best days of my life.
Well, let's talk potentially of Lucas Brown and Alan Babic. Your thoughts?
Lucas Brown's more shot than me. He shouldn't even still be boxing. And I love Lucas Brown, but come on. I seen it the other day.
Little step back.
I get excited. He shouldn't even be boxing anymore, really. The Gallen fight, you can't lose to Paul Gallen and one fight Alan Babic. Alan Babic will rip straight for him. And I'm not against anyone in a few quid, but it's not. But if you ask my opinion, it's not a competitive fight in the slightest. I mean, if it happens, great, because it'll sell. And I like Lucas Brown. If he wants to do that, then do it. But he hasn't got a prayer to beat Alan Babic. There's only one man to beat Babic.
You were very open in your post-fight interview where you said, right now you couldn't beat him.
I wouldn't beat him. If I boxed him tomorrow, 6 weeks, probably even 6 months, I won't beat him. Too ferocious for me, because I'm not. My timing's off. My distance is off. Probably a bit soft. I'm a bit soft at the minute. Do you know what I mean? I need to get a few hard spars in. Do you know what I mean?
Tell me what version of Dave Allen. Give me like a period of time in your boxing career that beats Alan Babic.
Anything from being 12-year-old to the Brown fight, I fucking hammer him. When I was a young kid, I was fucking ferocious. Should have seen me on the school bus. Nightmare. But I don't know. Maybe from the Brown fight. I think maybe the Bracamonte fight, even though I weren't fit. The thing with me is I can box a little bit. I can box. People might laugh at that, but I can box a little bit. I'm naturally a lot bigger than him. But under no illusion, at any point would it have been an easy fight if I'd have beat him at all. But yeah, I fucking hammer him. I think I'll hammer him for 12 months. No, I like him, me. You know what, it's hard, 'cause I really like the fella, but I'm really childish today. Really good mood, and I've had a good day.
Glad you've had a good day. Thoughts on the card this week? Obviously, Josh Warrington in a bit of a make or break clash with in his rematch with Maurizio Lara. First of all,
yeah, well, I think Lara will knock him out again. To be honest, I don't want him to. Obviously, I want Warrington to win, but I think Lara will knock him out. In the first fight, did you see anything that would seem a fluke? Did you?
No, I don't think it was. I don't think it was a fluke. I just think that on his day, Maurizio Lara was the better man, and Josh Warrington didn't perform to what we kind of expect of Josh Warrington. But you can't really take any credit or discredit Lara, shall we say?
I think Lara probably it's too hard for him. I don't think Warrington's fucking brave and hard as a man, as you see in the British boxing in the last 20 years. But I think Lara it's too hard for him, and I think he probably will on Saturday because I think Josh is too brave for his own good. That's what I think.
Kind of been in action against Adrian Granados.
Well, I think Ben will win because Eddie's not daft. Like he'll not match him to get him beat because he's the next cash cow, isn't he? He's the next man going to make the big money for him. So Eddie's not daft. He'll not get him beat. So I think Ben will win.
Maxi Hughes in an interesting fight against Straffon.
I hope Maxi wins. He's only 10 minutes down the road from me. Lovely fella. He's fucking done amazing turning everything around. So hopefully Maxi wins, but it's an hard fight because he did a good job on Tennyson.
And Casey Taylor in action against Jennifer Han.
Yeah, I think that's a bit of a job in it. She'll beat her pretty comfortably, I think. Obviously Jack Bates and my mate on the undercard. Also my other mate, Ebony Bridges, she's on the card as well. Also Hopi Price in a good fight as well.
Absolutely. While I've got you here, because I don't know the next time I'm going to speak to you, but obviously Aj-Usyk coming up very shortly, and I know you've done a bit of sparring with both of them.
Yep, sure have.
Risky fight for Anthony Joshua?
It's the best fight. Fury Joshua's a great fight, obviously because the both.
Can you see where you are in the camera? No,
I'm talking.
I've had to move the camera.
I forgot I was on the camera. I think, of course, it's not. I think this is the best fight that can be made. I think it's better than. I think as far as fights go, it's a better fight than Joshua Fury. I honestly think that.
Why?
I just think it's a better fight. I think it's closer, more competitive.
Stand still, please, because literally you're moving out of the shot. Look,
Yeah, I can't stand
look.
still, can I got problems with that. But I think Joshua wins, to be honest. Yeah, I think he'll stop Usyk in 3 or 4 rounds. But I think if he don't, I think Usyk will beat him late stoppage. But it surprised people, I think, that shout. Either Joshua really, if you don't get Usyk out there in 3 or 4, I think Usyk will stop Joshua late. But if I had to, you only want one prediction, I imagine. So I say Joshua in 3 or 4. Or Usyk late.
No, just pick one.
One or the other. All right, Joshua really. But if you don't...
But you're not the only person I've heard tip Usyk to win this fight.
Well, if I had to pick, I said Joshua really, because I think he's way too big for Usyk. Usyk is he's not naturally a big fellow at all. I think Joshua obviously is elite level and he's not me. So I think he very good chance he'll bang him out early. But if he don't, Usyk gets in the rhythm. He'll not. The thing with Anthony is he likes to take a few rounds off. He'll not do that with Usyk. Usyk's fucking magician. But I think Joshua really, maybe. But if he don't, he's in big trouble, I think.
Are you aboard now the Jake Paul hype train?
Well, I don't. I like him. I like what he's doing. Apparently, he was helping the other fighters get paid more on the bill. He was up in the purses. Is that correct, or have I misread information off Facebook?
Where did you read that information?
On Facebook, I think someone sent me it. It was like saying that was in like 50 grand. He said Tommy Fury got 722,000 for a 4-rounder. So that made me question.
Do you know where that information come from? You're not on Twitter, are you?
No.
It's from a Twitter account.
Oh, it's not that fake Michael Benson one, is it?
No, it's from a Twitter account. Really nice Derek.
So it's not real then, is it? No.
No, it's a real person, but that was his source, wherever he got that from.
Well, when I saw 722 grand for Tommy Fury 4-rounder, I thought probably not real. But hopefully, he will be able to get paid, whether they're the actual amounts or not. They'll be getting more money fighting on his card.